think that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee. But the Trojans here at the Vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the Wiregrass. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Marshall Thundering Herd. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started.
Make some noise for your Trojans.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Troy's offense has the ball first today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Marshall Thundering Herd has the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Finds a little space. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's long. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burrow. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good, you're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive, even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets a little bit hard.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bryant. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure coming. He fires to the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Flips it out on the screen. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hodgins. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the run, it's Wallace. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wallace. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. A strike downfield. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got an open man. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Trojans. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Oh, he's got a chance. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's long. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
2 plays in a row, 2 big wins by the defense. You've seen now their ability to rush the passer. They've got some monsters up front, and all of a sudden it's going to now affect the way this offensive coordinator calls this game.
Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Right on the money. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nimrod. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Wants to keep it in the air. They'll run the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Motion from the back. Leaves it with the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's long. On target. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets the 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's long. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 8 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Going right to work up top. Rushes on him. Got a little space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Back to throw. It's long. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. With the catch, it's White. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, and time is running short. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's long. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Burrow. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. To the air on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Touchdown, Herd! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Fires it incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Dropping back, it's long. Quarterback adapting. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Paul finds his man on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Direct snap. Got room to work. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Walters. On the move at the 30. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They've got the screen set up. To the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To throw, it's long. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going, as they have a first down at the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
First down for the offense.
Off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off.
Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. grabbed over the middle. It's Burrow. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
First and goal.
From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They took it 71 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to ride this running back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Bryant. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Give to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Second down, he'll throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They want to throw it. A little screen to the running back. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. He's going to let it go. He's got it for a big play. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Bryant. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. At the 35, he's open.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Walters. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw again. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking for the score. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Incomplete. Offense is stopped. Will be returned on down.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Looking to throw, it's long.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting. You've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game. Because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the handoff. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Troy.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.